Our next question is Brother Mahmoud asks, especially in light of the fact that we have just begun the new Hijri year today, that is it permissible to congratulate one another over the beginning of the new Hijri year, or will this come under a bid'ah or a religious innovation?
وما أرسلنا من قبلك إلا رجالا نوحي إليهم فاسألوا أهل الذكر إن كنتم لا تعلمون.
The answer to this question, it really goes back to how you define bid'ah, and I have given a much longer lecture a number of years ago. You can find it on YouTube, where I go over the various definitions and who says what and what is their reasoning to say so. And the fact of the matter is, undeniable fact that based upon your definitions, you will then have different opinions. If you follow a particular definition of innovation, then you will find a group of scholars saying that it is religiously impermissible, it is a bid'ah to congratulate people at the beginning of the new year, of the Islamic New Year, and to make dua for them. And then another group of scholars says that there is no religious innovation here, it's a cultural thing. There is no ritual that is done. It's not associated with rituals, it's simply a generic dua, and you may make generic duas at any times. And this is the position that I myself follow. And one finds plenty of fatwa, actually going back to Imam al-Suyuti, many, a century ago, 600 years ago. Imam al-Suyuti was asked about this question, that should we congratulate people at the beginning of the new year? And he says that this is something that many people do, and some scholars discouraged it, but the fact of the matter, Imam al-Suyuti says, it is neither sunnah nor bid'ah. It's not sunnah, it can't be sunnah, because the Prophet ﷺ did not have the Hijri calendar the way we have it. This was instituted in the time of Umar ibn Khattab radiallahu anh. The Hijri calendar was instituted in the time of Umar radiallahu anh, not in the time of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So clearly it is not a sunnah. At the same time, it's not a bid'ah in the technical sense, because you do not do it as a ritual. You do not do it thinking that this is something that should be done and it is a part of our religious heritage. It is permissible to have cultural rituals. So for example, how we greet one another after we say salam. There are phrases that every culture uses, okay? In Urdu, in Farsi, in Arabic. The Arabs say, for example, ahlan wa sahlan, for example, right? Is it wrong, to say, ahlan wa sahlan? Is it wrong to say? No, it's not. These are cultural things that various cultures have done. You say the salam, you do what needs to be done, and then you may add your own culture in there, and these can be routine. Those very strict scholars who try to make these things as bid'ah, I have politely disagreed and said that in reality, one can pinpoint things that every one of these cultures does that would also constitute bid'ah according to their definitions, but they overlook it. And I've been politely I pointed out that in reality, their definitions of bid'ah are not in sync with their own lifestyles, and multiple things can be pointed out that indicate that they are not actually fulfilling the letter of the law in their own definition of bid'ah, or else it would change their own lifestyles. And so I don't find this problematic whatsoever to make a generic request of dua, or to say may Allah bless you in the upcoming year, may Allah Azza wa Jal allow this year to show you many blessings. It's a generic dua. And why would it be wrong to make a generic dua? I can make a dua now, I can make it tomorrow, and I can make it at any time. If you were to get a new job and I say, oh, may Allah bless this job, why is that not a bid'ah? Why is that not a bid'ah? If I make this every time you get a job and I link it to your job, if you get a new house and I say, may Allah bless you in this new house, for example, So again, these are worldly matters that have a little bit of religion in them. That doesn't make it religious innovation. These are worldly matters, the coming of a new year, the buying of a house, the promotion of a job, in which you make dua for the person. Why is that wrong? Actually, it is very good to make dua for the person. Use any excuse to make dua for the person and to greet the person with the greetings of Islam, no problem. And therefore, these are worldly customs. And when it comes to worldly customs, you may do religious things regarding them. As I said, make dua without considering them to be part of the religion, and it will not constitute bid'ah. So it is completely permissible to do so. And on this occasion, let me as well make dua that Allah Azza wa Jal bless us in this upcoming year of the Hijrah 1443. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala lift us from this COVID season that we are in, and allow the ummah to be in a time of glory and ease in this year.
يا من أجبت دعاء نوح فانتصر وحملته في فلكك المشحون يا من أحال النار حول خليله روحا وريحانا بقولك كوني